Hello 7DY, my name is Mrs Bell and welcome to Dormston. Hi 7DY, so my name is Mrs Bell. I've been working in Dormston for roughly 5 years. I teach maths. I support West Bromwich Albion, so unfortunately a lot of people in this school seem to be Wolves supporters, but you know, as long as you like football we have a lot to talk about. I'm married. I got married in Mexico on a lovely beach, and I've got one son, and that picture is of us at Dudley Zoo where he's just loving life. We'd like to know a little bit more about you, so please use the This Is Me sheet to tell us a little bit about yourselves. You can find a copy of it on the website, but if you don't want to print it off you can just make up your own version if you prefer and bring it with you on the first day back so we can have a look at it. This is the This Is Me sheet that you'll find on the website, so you can either use this one or create one of your own. Fill in all the information on there. If you want to add more bits you can do, and then bring it in with you on the first day back so we can have a look through, and it'll help me get to know you as well.
So you know that you're in 7DX, and the D stands for Derwent. That's a house that you belong to, and there's several things happening within our house. So reading then, summer reading book. This has already been passed to your primary school, as many of you have this now. You'll have challenge activities to the reading section of the induction website. Reading lessons, one lesson a fortnight. All our pupils registered with the PLC, and Mrs Elsmore is passionate about ensuring all pupils read for pleasure regularly. You'll be shown where the PLC is if you're not too sure where it is right now. Residential, there are various team building activities. We will have further detail of this in September, as it does depend on what happens and where we can book post lockdown. Aspirations and futures, we run lots of events that we hope to help to inspire all of you. This includes our links with Oxford University. We'll either run a trip out there or have Oxbridge come to us, so you can get a flavour of what university life could be like. We know that this doesn't appeal to all of you. We also have Futures Careers events running throughout the school year. We will learn about the options for you once you've left school, like all apprenticeships and traineeships. This year we're also working with the Co-op with a focus on fair trade and sustainability activity. Character education. This enables all of you to really focus on your best character traits and the kind of person you want to be. We do this during our PSHE lessons. Theatre trip. We're hoping to be able to take all of you to a theatre trip, either Repertory Theatre in Birmingham or going to watch a production in London. Okay. Community/charity. In Year 7, as part of the Derwent House, we do try to raise money for our school charity, as well as carrying out activities like the Sedgley Litter Pick to help our local community. Extracurricular and inter-house competitions. In Year 7, we want you to get as involved as you possibly can. We run a range of extracurricular activities, and we'll go for the list when you join us in September. Hopefully, you'll be involved in several activities after school. The aim for all of us to be having a go at something new, as well as things you know already enjoy. We also run several inter-house competitions throughout the school year, some which you can get involved in the rowing competition, or some which you opt for inter-house arts competition, which will culminate in a sports day.
So 7 for 7 is something special that we do for just Year 7. There are 7 activities, events and opportunities that we put on for Year 7. Some of these go through the whole year, and some are just one-off events or activities that we encourage you to participate in and take advantage of. So reading's really important here at Dormston. You should have received your summer reading book from your primary school, so get reading those. We have lots of challenge activities. If you look in the reading section of the induction website you'll find out more about these. We have reading lessons once a fortnight which every pupil attends. And we also have a PLC where Mrs Elsmore works, where she'll be able to find a book to suit anybody. Whether you love reading or not, she'll be able to find the perfect book for you. So we have a Year 7 residential. This year unfortunately it wasn't able to run, but hopefully it will be able to run when you come to school. It has various team building activities, but we also have special trips just for Year 7 throughout the year as well, such as Cosford Air Museum. At Dormston we run lots of events that we hope will help inspire all of you. This includes our links with Oxford University, where we'll either run a trip to Oxford or have them come and visit us. But we know this doesn't appeal to everybody, so we also have a Futures event running throughout the year, which basically people come into our school and tell you about different jobs that you can do, or things like apprenticeships and traineeships. And we also have a special link with Co-op where we focus on fair trade and sustainability. So character education, this enables all of you to really focus on your best character traits and the kind of person you want to be. We do this during our PSHE lessons, and even I did this last year, so it's really, really good. So we're hoping that this year we'll be able to go on the theatre trip. We do normally take Year 7 every single year, but obviously due to COVID the last few years we've not been able to. It's normally at the Rep in Birmingham, and we see whichever show is on around Christmas time normally, and it's really, really enjoyable, and it just gives everybody the opportunity to go, and every single person in Year 7 is invited, so it's really good. So in Year 7, as part of Derwent House, we try and raise money for our school charity, as well as carrying out activities within our local area of Sedgley, doing things such as litter picking. In Year 7, we want you to get involved with as many extracurricular activities as you can. We run a range of extracurricular activities, and we'll go through those when you join us in September. Hopefully you will get involved in several activities. The aim is just to find something that you enjoy and have a go at some new things really, because they're all really enjoyable. We also run several inter-house competitions throughout the year. You'll notice when you come in I'm very competitive, so when it comes to the rowing competition, we'll all be in the atrium screaming at each other saying row, row. In the next stage of the PowerPoint you'll find out a little bit more about the school. So Mr Dixon has already spoken to you about each of these. Reflect on the activities you have already done in your Be Awesome, Go Big booklet, and think about how these link to our core values. These activities can be found on our website. Our core values are really important to all of us, and we should try and demonstrate these both inside and outside of school, wherever we get the chance.
There are various people here in our house to help you. Obviously there's me, Mr W Jones, your form tutor. You've also got Mrs R Downey, fabulous head of house, she's fantastic. You've got Mr A Richardson, deputy head of house. You've also got Mrs Bassan, Mr McLachlan, who are Year 7 leads, so you've got plenty of people to speak to there, as well as the student leadership team, which are predominantly made up of Year 11s. So currently we have a Derwent head girl, a Derwent head boy, Derwent deputy head boy, and Derwent deputy head girl, as well as 3 peer mentors. All right, and these are designed to help you throughout your school life within Year 7.
So in Daunton, obviously everyone's here to help you, but your main protocols are me as your form tutor, then there's your head of house, which is Mrs Downey, your deputy head of house, which is Mr Richardson, and then your Year 7 lead, so Miss Bassan and Mr Mack, as we like to call him, and then there'll also be a student leadership team. So in the school we've got a big leadership team, so you've got the head teacher, who is Mr Dixon. You've then got Mr Carroll and Mrs Elliott, who are both deputy head teachers, and then you've got Mr Grundy, Mrs Bassan, Mr Ramos, Mrs Mescam and Mrs Mosley, who are all assistant head teachers. Other useful information, so a lot of this will be covered in Parents Transition Evening on Teams on Thursday the 1st of July at 6 PM. So the school day is currently under consultation, but it will be confirmed before September, so we'll all know by then what the actual timings are. But each day at Dormston you'll have form time with me, you'll have break, lunch, and then between those you'll have 5 one-hour lessons of your different subjects. At Dormston we run a 2-week timetable, so this means you have week 1 and week 2, and that means that each week is actually different. So your first week you'll have some lessons, your second week you have a different lot of lessons, and then you go back to your first week again and do the same timetable. But when you come to school in September, I'll explain all that when you've got your actual timetable in front of you. It'll be on your Go for Schools, and we'll write it into our planner on the first day, so you know exactly how it works and where you're meant to be going. At Dormston we expect all pupils to be prepared for success. This means that everyone has disruption-free learning and can learn to the best of their ability in every single lesson. So it's your responsibility to be prepared for success when you arrive in school and to all of your lessons, support others to achieve success, ensure the learning environment is always conducive to successful outcomes, and be successful in your appearance. So what Be Prepared for Success looks like in Dormston. So we treat all staff and students with respect. You wear your uniform correctly and with pride. You put 100% effort into everything that you do. Around the school you walk calmly and sensibly, and you follow the one-way system if it's still in place due to COVID. No pushing or contact with others. Use the correct stairwells around the school because some of them are one-ways and things like that. You don't drop litter, and if you accidentally do drop litter, you pick it up, or if you walk past litter, just pick it up and pop it in the bin. You respect the environment, and then in lesson you make sure you're on time because teachers will meet and greet you. You be ready to learn with the correct equipment. You follow instructions. You listen when others are speaking. You keep off-task conversation to social times. You work in silence when asked, and at the end of the lesson you wait to be dismissed. So some more school rules. So mobile phones must be taken to pupil reception before school. If you are seen with a mobile phone or it was to go off in a lesson, it would be confiscated from yourselves and a parent would have to collect it from school. Equipment wise, what you need for every single lesson and every day is a pen, pencil, ruler, rubber, sharpener and calculator. Your PE kit if you've got PE that day, and also a reading book because you have reading in certain lessons, and within form time we'll have reading as well. You'll need your student planner, which will be given to you in September, and this will be where you record your homework as well as where you've got your timetable so you know what lessons you've got, but also your homework and your timetable will be on Go for Schools. So once you join in September, you'll receive an access code for the online system that we use, which is Go for Schools. Once you and your parents have logged on to this, it's basically an online system which tells you all your homework, your timetable, any behaviour problems or successes, attendance, your target grades, and it just gives you 24/7 access to your information for the day. So just remember, at Dormston everybody's here to help, whether that's another student, a member of staff. If you're ever struggling with anything, just ask and you'll get help. Be prepared for success. Don't forget to be yourself. Try not to be nervous, which I know will be difficult because it's a big change going from primary school to high school, and with everything that's happened recently, it's a bit different to normal. But on your first day it'll only be year 7, which will help. Be positive. Don't follow the crowd. Show your talents, and that fits into being yourself. Show you're an individual. Treat others as you want to be treated, and do the best that you can. So that's everything for now. I'd just like to say goodbye, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in September.